On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Liver.
A large organ in the body, involved in many metabolic processes, such as detoxification of the organism and the synthesis of proteins.
Examples:
Liver disease, fatty liver. The patient will undergo liver transplant surgery tomorrow.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function, permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Characteristic.
A typical feature or quality that can identify, tell apart, or describe something or somebody.
Examples:
Stripes characteristic of the zebra. My friend's characteristic laugh. Bananas have their characteristic taste and odor.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Function properly. Immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Sweat.
The salty liquid that is produced by the glands in the skin, especially when the body is hot or under stress.
Examples:
All in a sweat. Sweat bath. She wiped the sweat off her forehead with a towel.
Heal.
To make a wound or injury to become well again.
Examples:
Heal a broken bone. Heal the hurt mind. It will take time for her mental scars to heal.
Surrounding.
That is near or around, or closely encircling something.
Examples:
Surrounding areas. A fence surrounding a castle. The surrounding mountains make the city difficult to be invaded.
Regain.
To get something back or recover something after it has been lost or taken away.
Examples:
Regain our reputation. Regain my health. After years of hard work, he finally regained his financial stability.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Epidermis.
The outermost layer of skin, composed of flat, scale-like cells that provide a protective barrier against external substances and help regulate body temperature.
Examples:
Epidermis layer, epidermis cells. Excessive exposure to UV radiation harms the epidermis and increases the risk of skin cancer.
Consist.
To be composed or made up of.
Examples:
Consist mainly of cells. Consist only in knowing facts. This examination consists of 5 problems to solve.
Keratin.
A fibrous protein that is the main structural component of hair, nails, and the outer layer of skin in mammals and birds, also found in horns, hooves, and feathers.
Examples:
Keratin treatment. Keratin protein. Keratosis is a skin condition characterized by the formation of excess keratin on the skin surface.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Renew.
To begin or resume something again after an interruption.
Examples:
Renew a contract. Renew its corporate image. I have to renew my passport by the middle of September.
Penetrate.
To pass into or through something, often by overcoming resistance.
Examples:
Penetrate a cell. Penetrate quickly into the skin. Western ideology slowly penetrates through the Eastern countries.
Dermis.
The layer of skin beneath the epidermis that contains blood vessels, nerves, and connective tissue.
Examples:
Hair follicle dermis. Skin dermis. The dermis layer contains nerve endings, which enable us to feel sensations such as pressure and pain.
Vessel.
A ship or large boat.
Examples:
Blood vessels. Naval vessels. The vessel arrived in port the following day.
Gland.
A group of cells in an animal's body that produce substances needed by the body and release them through ducts or directly into the bloodstream.
Examples:
The function of the thyroid gland. A mammary gland. The adrenal glands produce steroids.
Nervous.
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Trigger.
To make something happen suddenly. To cause something such as a device, machine, etc. to function.
Examples:
trigger a biochemical response, trigger inflation. The incident triggered a political controversy.
Overlap.
To partially cover something by going beyond its edge.
Examples:
overlap one another, overlap in many areas. There was no overlap between their proposals.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal, a systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective, a method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Hemostasis.
The natural process or medical technique of stopping or controlling bleeding, usually achieved through various mechanisms such as blood vessel constriction, blood clotting, or surgical procedures.
Examples:
hemostasis technique, hemostasis valve. The nurse applied pressure to the wound to ensure hemostasis before stitching it up.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples:
take immediate effect, the immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences, an expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Barrier.
A fence or other obstruction that makes it hard to move or get in, any condition that makes it difficult to make progress or to achieve an objective.
Examples:
cost barrier, information barrier. The police placed a barrier across the street to halt traffic.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
compromise the matter, cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development despite the lack of funds.
Tight.
Fixed, fastened, or kept together firmly or closely.
Examples:
a tight game, student on a tight budget. The national election was held amid tight security.
Minimize.
To make something, especially something bad, small or less serious.
Examples:
minimize a loss, way to minimize conflict. I bought a gadget before my trip to help minimize stress during the flight.
Vasoconstriction.
The narrowing or constriction of blood vessels, particularly the contraction of smooth muscles in the vessel walls, which can result in reduced blood flow.
Examples:
Induced vasoconstriction, peripheral vasoconstriction. The body responds to cold temperatures through vasoconstriction to preserve heat.
Avert.
To prevent something dangerous or undesirable from happening.
Examples:
Avert disaster. Avert a strike. The dam systematically releases large amounts of water to avert flooding during the rainy season.
Clot.
A thick mass or lump of coagulated liquid, especially blood, a group of people or things that form an obstructive, unsympathetic, or resistant force.
Examples:
Blood clot. Clot prevention. The clot in the blood vessel required immediate medical attention.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
Stress protein. Protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Fibrin.
A fibrous protein involved in the clotting of blood, forming a mesh-like network of fibers to create a blood clot and stop bleeding, and also plays a role in wound healing and other biological processes.
Examples:
Fibrin clot. Fibrin formation. The doctor applied fibrin sealant to help the wound heal and prevent infection.
Crosslink.
To chemically or molecularly link two or more substances or molecules together, to connect or fuse different parts or components into a unified whole. Noun, a bond or connection between two or more molecules or parts of a molecule that results in the formation of a three-dimensional network or structure.
Examples:
Crosslink with the surface of the material. The crosslink between the two polymers. The new polymer material is designed to crosslink more efficiently, improving its strength and durability.
Bacteria.
Single-celled or non-cellular spherical or spiral or rod-shaped organisms that exist in large numbers in the air, water, and soil, and also in living and dead creatures and plants, and are often a cause of disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic bacteria. Harmless bacteria. Bacteria prevalent in hospitals are often resistant to antibiotics.
Pathogen.
A bacterium, virus, or other microorganism that causes disease.
Examples:
Plant pathogen. The pathogen in the air. mRNA vaccines are approved faster because they do not contain inactivated pathogens.
Inflammation.
A physical condition in which a part of the body becomes red, painful, hot, and often swollen, especially as a reaction to infection or injury.
Examples:
Reduce inflammation and pain. Inflammation of the lungs. The medicine soothes the pain of chronic inflammation.
Macrophage.
A large white blood cell that helps to engulf and destroy foreign objects or materials in the body, such as bacteria or cancer cells.
Examples:
Macrophage activity. Macrophage dysfunction. Cancer cells can evade the immune system's detection by avoiding interactions with macrophages.
Devour.
To eat or consume something eagerly or ravenously, or to destroy something rapidly.
Examples:
Devour a meal. Devour my way. She devoured the mystery novel in one sitting.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality, to impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Phagocyte.
A type of cell in the immune system that is capable of engulfing or absorbing foreign, harmful particles or microorganisms to protect the body from infection or disease.
Examples:
Phagocyte cells. Mononuclear phagocyte system. The phagocyte activity in the human body plays a crucial role in the immune response by engulfing harmful pathogens.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Spur.
A thing that encourages someone to do something. Any sharply pointed projection, verb, to incite or stimulate someone or something.
Examples:
Spur of the moment. Spur momentum of economic growth. The threat of losing his job was the spur he needed to work harder.
Healing.
The process of becoming or making somebody or something well again.
Examples:
Natural healing ability. Part of the healing process. Each ancient tribe has its healing traditions.
Constrict.
To make something narrow or tight, often restricting movement or flow, to become narrow or tighter.
Examples:
Constrict blood vessels. Constrict freedom. The snake's muscles began to constrict around its prey.
Expand.
To increase or to make something greater in size, number, or importance.
Examples:
Expand a lineup. Expand agricultural output. They hope to expand their business worldwide.
Vasodilation.
The widening or expansion of blood vessels, particularly the arteries, which leads to an increase in blood flow and a decrease in blood pressure.
Examples:
Vasodilation of blood vessels. Vasodilation therapy. Warm temperatures can cause vasodilation, resulting in a feeling of warmth in the body.
Proliferate.
To grow or increase rapidly in number, to reproduce or spread rapidly, especially in an uncontrolled manner.
Examples:
Proliferate cells. Proliferate weeds. The number of COVID cases continued to proliferate in many countries worldwide.
Fibroblast.
A type of cell in connective tissue that produces and maintains the extracellular matrix, which provides support and structure to tissues and organs.
Examples:
Fibroblast growth factor. Fibroblast migration. Fibroblast cells play an important role in tissue repair and regeneration.
Collagen.
A fibrous protein that forms the connective tissues in animals, including skin, tendons, and bone, often used in cosmetic and medical treatments for its ability to add firmness and elasticity to skin or other tissues.
Examples:
Collagen supplement. Collagen production. Our natural collagen production decreases as we age, leading to wrinkles, sagging skin, and joint pain.
Deposition.
The process of obtaining testimony from a witness or a party to a lawsuit outside of the courtroom. The act of removing or displacing someone from a position of power or authority. The process of laying down a substance or material in a particular place or on a particular surface, such as sedimentary rock formation.
Examples:
Deposition of minerals. Legal deposition. The deposition of the CEO was crucial in determining the company's guilt.
Fiber.
Thread or filament used to make a vegetable tissue, mineral material, or textile.
Examples:
Carbon fiber. Synthetic fiber. We must consume dietary fiber to maintain good health.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Reform.
The act of improving or correcting something wrong or bad. Verb, to make a change in something to correct a flaw or improve it.
Examples:
Economic reform. Reform movement. The government is proposing a reform to the healthcare system to make it more accessible and affordable for all citizens.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between 2 or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
Employment contract. Contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Remodel.
To change the structure or form of something.
Examples:
Remodel the car. Remodel portfolio. We are remodeling these rooms now.
Deposit.
A sum of money or materials placed or kept in a bank, safety deposit box, or other secure places for safekeeping. A layer of rock, sand, or other material left behind by a flowing liquid or eroding force.
Examples:
Deposit money. Deposit accumulation. I made a deposit at the bank to add money to my account.
Rearrange.
To change the order or position of things already made, to change the time, date, or place of an event already planned.
Examples:
Rearrange the furniture. Rearrange his schedule. Please rearrange these files as we start a new project tomorrow.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Tensile.
Relating to the ability of a material or structure to stretch or bend without breaking or losing its shape, having great strength or flexibility under tension.
Examples:
Tensile deformation. Tensile properties. The engineer tested the tensile strength of the metal to determine its durability.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
strength of the economy, muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
improvisation on stage, jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Strengthen.
To become stronger or more effective, to make someone or something stronger or more effective.
Examples:
strengthen the immune system, strengthen a border patrol. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body.
Severity.
The quality or condition of being severe, strict, or harsh.
Examples:
the severity of cold, high severity. The severity of the drought was a major concern for farmers.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
initial velocity, an initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Recover.
To return to a former condition, health, mind, or strength.
Examples:
recover a loss, recover approval ratings. She is still recovering from a shot to her shoulder.
Scar.
A mark that remains on the skin after a wound has healed.
Examples:
burn scar, carry a scar. Even after the wound has healed, a scar remains.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
clinical surgery, participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Stride.
To walk with long steps in a particular direction, noun, an important and positive progress.
Examples:
stride across a room, stride down a slope. She strides confidently across the stage to accept her award.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
mystery novel, unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples:
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Instance:
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Adjacent.
Next to, close to, or adjoining something.
Examples:
Adjacent to his house. Adjacent houses. Our country has military alliances with adjacent countries.
Efficiently.
In a way that produces maximum output with minimum effort or expense.
Examples:
Efficiently combined. Develop software more efficiently. We can resolve support requests quickly and efficiently by utilization of AI.